InshaAllah. What we have from SMC family online, InshaAllah, not too much left and right guys. You gotta go closer to that mic Zishan. Left and right, and the people posting, the mawlid posting, and alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sayyidi.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
This comes in an email. Do airplanes and other machines' electrical and GPA waves affect our aura and our creativity? How can one protect from these invisible rays and waves?
Raves and waves. Do your muraqabah. The energy book, everything. I think we described that in the talk where we said even your kitchen is the most dangerous place you can be. Everything in the house is based on a frequency to affect your brainwave. So that's just a system that's been given. So airplane and those, yeah, that's like you found 10 more other things, but your own home is your most dangerous place. You turn the microwave, you're going to get cooked. You turn your TV on, you're going to get cooked. You turn the radio on, your brain is going to cook. You're charge your phone, you're going to get cooked. So you're you're being cooked in every direction. So how do you counter negative frequencies is by understanding that I have to build my frequency continuously. I have to make my tafakkur, my contemplation, so that I have a shield against these negativities and these frequencies that are bombarding my head and bombarding my heart and inspiring me towards bad, towards incorrect. How do you think you're being inspired to touch the phone and go to the wrong place? Because the negative frequencies, they know what they're doing, they know their math and their sciences. They know exactly what frequency those phones are vibrating on and what energies are coming through the cellular towers. It's just all about energy. But because we don't study energy and Muslims only want to go for Jummah, they think that's Islam. But Islam is the master of qudra. But when it comes out in last days, people think, what's this stuff they're talking about? But these are the masters of qudra. If anyone should know energy, it should be Prophet. So the one whom has full control over all energy is Sayyidina Muhammad for creation. Allah is the creator. So this is a subject that Muslims should be experts in. How to defend against negative energy knowing that they're going to use negative energies to destroy. We gave the talk the night before, the nano, they thought it was crazy. In the post and the Reddits. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans, Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And those other side groups, they think the group is crazy. They say, I don't know what this shaykh is talking about. Exactly. Go back and study your sciences. What is nanotechnology and what are parasites? And then see if you can find a correlation. Why? Because Allah creates one, shaitan will create the other one, because this is the nemesis of what shaitan does. When he looks and sees, wow, the most amazing and most dangerous creation is a parasite, because it thrives off of a host, little bug, you can't even see it. Enter into your system, grab your nervous system which we don't understand how, and all of a sudden take over the whole control of your nervous system where the person can't function, goes to a doctor and the doctor doesn't know what's wrong. Throughout nature are the parasites. They enter into a fish and overtake the entire fish's activity. Every creature has different parasites, and these parasites, they occupy the host. What do the computer guys discover from nature? Hey, we can do the same thing. We talked in our office. So why did they invent Wi-Fi? So that they could parasite off of everything. So as soon as you turn Wi-Fi on, what happens? Every device that's connected to that Wi-Fi, these guys can enter through that Wi-Fi, enter into your Wi-Fi and reconnect to everything in that network. So we said before, they sell a vacuum with a Wi-Fi. Why you need Wi-Fi in a vacuum? Because they want to enter into your house. So you connect your Wi-Fi, you connect your vacuum, and via China he's entered now into your home. He got onto your Wi-Fi network, hacked into all of your devices, through your cameras watching your house, entering onto your computer, going through all your bank records and all your logins and all your coding. So these people, these hackers know, they know their system. Again, how did they find this and understand that? Through nature, being a parasite, entering onto a host and then moving and overtaking the host. But the parasite won't show itself until necessary. Why reveal itself to the host? So hackers worldwide, Allah only knows what these guys are capable of, but they're not going to show how much they're in control until the day comes when they want to push their buttons. So it's then obvious, because Allah says, for everything I show the reality within you and upon the horizon. But people are not making tafakkur and contemplation to understand, say, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Well, he's talking about the biggest danger that you face in existence. Something has hacked into you. It will show itself at the time it wants to. When they pull the switch, people will be different. They've hacked into their nervous systems, their minds, their thoughts and their character. They can flip them to be aggressive, flip them to be demonic, because there's a parasite that they're releasing and everything that into you, every drink given to you, every food given into you. But your internal system, when a mechanism comes, you can release an energy that can destroy that. But that energy is only through the heavens, and that's through the dhikrullah, and the most powerful dhikrullah is salawat on Sayyidina Muhammad. So agents of shaitan, physical, spiritual, say, don't do. Why you have to make zikr, why you have to make salawat? Who are they working for? Rahman or shaitan? They even now make videos against the holy sunnah. Why? Because they belong to the cousins. Their imams who teaching them are from the cousins. Anything spiritual and related to the sunnah of Sayyidina Muhammad they won't cut. So they want to scare you from a ring that has power. Yes, if the ring is right, you put it on the ground, it can lift the table and the earth if it's connected. But they make all these sort of hocus pocus videos and to scare you. Why? The other side, they don't want you to have the sunnah of Sayyidina Muhammad. Maybe they'll make videos on the scariness of canes, how the cane walks by itself. So alhamdulillah, there's a reason shaitan is very scared, and his agents, they start to come against the sunnah. And they even look like they're Muslim, but maybe they're taught by cousins. Time of deception, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Is it accurate to believe that most psychological illnesses in humans are caused by parasites that control us?
I don't know, you'd have to ask the doctors. But everything has a root with the jinn, and the jinn have to do with these understandings of the parasite. You're talking that we're an energy being, we're not a physical being, we're an energy being. When we don't understand other energy creations of which we know and which we don't know, Allah said, from the jinn is what we know, from what we don't know from Allah's creation, then we understand as an energy we are affected by a TV signal. So you don't think a creature affects your energy? Yeah, the radio has a frequency. If they turn the frequency of the radio you can get a headache. So this is how sensitive and frail our creation is. So all those questions, yes, of course you're affected. Of course they can create psychosis, they can create paranoia, they can create bipolar, they just send frequencies. So that's why then the medicine has to be taken, all of these different understandings have to be taken so that just to keep oneself balanced. InshaAllah, if they drink they're gonna damage it, they smoke they're gonna damage it. That's why again shaitan, why he wants people drinking, so that to offset their systems to be broken. Why he wants people smoking, again to break their systems so their natural defense is gone and he can really corrupt the neuro system and everything to do with their physiology. So when we understand that there is a spiritual attack against humans, a physical attack against humans, 6 directions. Your food is attacking you, so we don't have to ask each individual question, it's just a given. If your food is killing you, the cinnamon flakes, they said there's ingredients that's so toxic that kill people. These chemicals they read them off and say, this is like an embalming thing, this is like this like this. Why? Who made this system to have cereal for your breakfast? It was produced by those industries where they took away eating eggs. They say eggs are dangerous, which was full protein, and they said that these carbohydrates and sugars is what you should start your breakfast with. And they made a whole system of healthy eating as if it was from doctors. It was from General Mills and these companies that design these carcinogenic foods. Then they told you what Allah brings you of eggs, this is very bad for your heart. It's natural, it's protein. There's people eat 20 eggs a day and they have no heart attacks. You eat one bowl of cereal you're going to have diabetes by 40. So yeah, the whole system is questionable.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Thank you so much for guiding us. Your teachings are simple yet profoundly impactful. Is it correct to understand that the spiritual heat generated by zikr acts as a firewall, burning away any harmful nanotechnologies within us?
Yeah, inshaAllah, that's good. You got the firewall, yeah. Make an energy in your heart and the fire of Allah is burning and shaitan is on fire. That was the scene in the Matrix, that every time they were being attacked by, they looked like those octopuses made from metal, and the only thing that could hit them was electrical pulses. So you have an electrical pulse where shaitan, and Prophet describes shaitan is moving through your blood. So how are you going to hit shaitans in all his variations, all his different technologies, everything about shaitan in their one word is called shaitan. That's his nano, that's his foods, that's his everything that is flowing through your blood, your stomach. Only way you're going to hit it is with energy. So you're going to do muraqabah, you're going to connect with a much more powerful energy source than ourselves. And when you do muraqabah, what happens? You're going to learn how to connect with your energy. The frequency that you're getting now is just for you to do your daily functions, but as soon as you train on how to connect, there's a much greater frequency of your soul that can come down, but you haven't asked for it to come, right? So the greater soul that's always in the heavenly presence, it can send an abundance of energy upon your reality, you haven't asked for it. So that's a part of the whole tafakkur and contemplating, is that to ask for the support, ask for the madad, and that these oceans of power to come, but they have to be trained in that reality, inshaAllah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya Sayyidi.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You have spoken about understanding motives. Are the attacks from 6 directions essentially to overtake the heart, like they have been trying to take the masjids down?
Yeah, people are excited to build masjids everywhere and build buildings, and they build buildings thinking they build their faith. They get together, maybe good, maybe not really good people, let's build a place of worship, therefore we have now faith. But more important than building an outside place that remains empty with 2 people there except for Friday where there's 100 people come, the rest of the week it's empty. Instead of focusing on that, why Allah is sending awliya that, no, actually your heart is a masjid, the most important masjid of Allah. Why you don't make your heart to be built? Sit with the shaykhs of the heart that will teach you to make your heart a masjid of Allah filled with Nur Muhammad. Then imagine the power that the servant has versus the servant staying not so good and thinking he built his faith by giving some money, and now, yeah, oh I have faith, I built that place that's sitting empty. And their deception by thinking they're doing that. Because now it's this, for 1 you build, for 2 you build, for 3 you build. In an area they're building so many that they're all empty, they don't need that many. But they're distracted from building themselves and their real masjid. And in the days, in the last days when these structures are being destroyed because wars and difficulties are coming, that's not what was supposed to be built in the last day, but the heart of the believer was supposed to be built. So that if your time comes, your heart was built, you've built your heart as a masjid, as a worshipness for Allah, and you leave this earth in a saintly reality. But if all you did was did whatever you wanted and you helped to build other structures and those structures were destroyed, still yourself is not changed. So that's why the warning in these days are coming out, okay you're kind of doing those things, alhamdulillah, very good, congratulations, but sit with the ones whom build you, not build buildings, build you. And live a life of service, live a life of trying to clean the heart and purify the heart so that Allah resides within the heart of the servant with the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
From the teachings of the mirror, does the shaykh's presence ignite and expose both the good and the hidden bad qualities within us?
Yes, definitely. That's why you shouldn't meditate without the shaykh. Because if you meditate to yourself, then we have those talks also, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the best one of them all? And the mirror comes back and says, you are, you're best one, I don't know why people bothering you, you're great, you're fantastic, you're the best, they're all wrong. So that's the nafs and shaitan. So that's why the new age people, they sit by themselves, they have no concept of a guide, and they sit by the tree and the tree is telling them, you're the best guy on earth. So that's very nafsani and very dangerous. So the whole concept of the shaykh and the guide was what? To calibrate you. You have to connect with the shaykh, visualize the shaykh, close your eyes, and I'm asking I'm nothing and that your presence is in front of me. Now take your hisab. Where he's saying, I'm this, I'm that, the shaykh says, you're garbage, what are you talking about? This is all your fault. He doesn't allow you to blame other things and just blame yourself. Find the fault within yourself for what's happening wrong because it's your grave, you can't take everybody in your grave with you. So once we're true to ourself in our accounting is that I find that, okay, now what's my issue? What did I do wrong? What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with my character? The presence of the shaykh is a truth that begins to appear. Keeps the tafakkur to be honest to the best of our abilities. And the shaykh would vanish and again the person talking to themselves, and again the madad, to keep the madad of the shaykh to be present. when we do our hisab and we do our accounting of ourselves, that give me an accounting of myself and what did I do wrong today. By visualizing the presence of the shaykh, then ask what I did wrong today. And then he said, I did this, and why did you say that? And then you write those down and then you think, how I'm going to make tomorrow better. And again, so there is no meditation without the presence of the shaykh, because if the shaykh is not there, shaitan is there. And he begin to make the person whimsical, fantasies, and this is when again medical or psychological things are affecting people. They literally begin to meditate by themselves and have all sorts of difficulties in their mind and going in every type of direction. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa Basir Surat al-Fatiha. Shabad ya Rasul Kareem. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.